Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to your Kubernetes Contributor Summit, North America 2023. Um, it has been my distinct honor and pleasure to have been one of the lead organizers for this event today. And so we've got a few things that we want to start with. First of all, I personally am so very glad you all are here. We're so happy for you to be here. Thank you for joining us this morning. I didn't do this by myself. I know you all have very high opinions of me, but if I could ask the Summit team to please stand up and wave, all of you who have been a part of planning this event. If you are looking for us throughout the day, we have these aprons on. Please look for the helpers. That's one of my favorite things that Mr. Rogers taught me. And the helpers will be wearing these aprons. And then if you need LF, CNCF staff, they have pink lanyards and pink shirts on. If things arise throughout the day, please use them as a resource. This is your summit. Please treat it as such. We want you to participate and have a good time. We also have an unconference, and we want to hear your comments, questions, and feedback. Please treat each other with respect. And I also want to further encourage you to look out for each other. We have a code of conduct. It's there for a reason. And not just between ourselves, but there are other conferences that are happening at the same time. There are other people that are walking through. Please look out for each other. I know from personal experience there are not good actors that are here at some of the other conferences, so please make sure you're watching each other's back. If you need support, please raise your hand and let somebody know. And then did you all get your shirts? Did you all see your shirts? They're in the next room. Okay. Our amazing Caslin Fields designed these shirts for us. Yeah. And Caslin also designed this 7-sided Kubernetes pizza cutter that you see on our aprons. We tried to get real ones made, but you would not believe how difficult it is to get that done. But I bring up the shirts because what you see on the shirts is a deep dish pizza that's in the Kubernetes style with the slice taken out. And I know that a lot of people have heard this before, but I want us to adhere to the pizza or the Pac-Man method. If you're in a circle of people talking, leave space for somebody else to come and join. There are people who are here for the first time. There are people who may be socially uncomfortable to initiate a conversation, and that little act of being welcoming by leaving space for someone to join is a very good thing that we can do. So please be mindful as you look at your shirts, as you think about, who you might have wanted to have interact with you on your first event. Is there anybody's first time that's here at this? Oh my goodness. That is way more hands than I expected to go up. So yeah, even more so, please look out for each other. I don't want to scare you, but Paris is quickly approaching. Not Pittman, but you can never be 100% sure. We're looking for people to staff it. Please raise your hand if you want to help make sure that we have an amazing Paris Contributor Summit. Not now, later in the Summit staff channel. Next up, I want to bring up Kaylin. Kaylin is in charge of all of our content today, and Kaylin will talk to you for a couple minutes.
Thanks so much. Hey, everyone. Sorry about some of the scheduling issues that I know some of you are like, that's Kaylin, face to the coordinating. First time, it'll be better next year. The schedule is live. It's available on Sketch. If there's any concerns, if you want any changes, just find me. I'll be around and loud. The unconference is happening this afternoon. There is still time to submit topics. We will be doing it at lunch. So at lunch, you can vote. Make sure you voted by lunch for what topics you want, and we'll update those so you'll be able to see in Sketch where the talks are happening. And that is all I have.
Awesome. Thank you, Kaylin. Yeah, I didn't do this by myself, so I want people who are in charge of their sections to also come up and talk to you. Next up, we have our ops lead, Natalie.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I will be the main person running around like a headless chicken, making sure everything is happening today on the day. And again, a lot of the folks who are also volunteering are doing a lot of day of ops stuff. So anyone with an apron, once again, can really help you out. You may have noticed that this is a large venue, and getting to the other side of where we're all doing stuff today is a little bit complicated. I just want to quickly explain it for you all now. To get to the workshop rooms and the unconference area, you need to cross the sky bridge. That's the main thing I want everyone to remember. Cross the sky bridge, head down the stairs or escalator. Across and down. And then you will get there, you will see the Contrib Summit signs eventually as you walk. Another really good tip, when you go outside of this room, the carpet, if you see the same carpet, you're in the same place where our Contrib Summit needs to be. So that's another hot tip. Yes, the venue is super complicated, but we're happy to help you and direct you. Look for folks in aprons. You can also scan the QR code on the back of your badge to actually see the full venue map. It's also available on the on the KubeCon website. Again, a reminder of pink lanyards and pink shirts. That's CNCF and LF staff, except for Laura, who wore pink today to be extra helpful. And then if you could go to the next thing, because I already forget. Great. And then with the social, which is the fun part after everyone's using their brains and their amazing collaboration skills today. The social is a 7 to 10 minute walk from this location. We can absolutely help organize groups that want to walk over, but we do want you to kind of self-organize a bit because we do have some work to do on this end. But we can absolutely help out. Again, going across the Sky Bridge down the stairs is the way to start organizing those groups to head on over to Real Motor Row. And then for the unconference that is happening, as Kaylin mentioned, given the size of our venue and also the amount of volunteers that we have, we're actually going to have folks in the unconference sessions self-moderating. And I have instructions printed out for folks that are going to kind of self-nominate to moderate. What that basically means is you want to make sure, as Nigel very correctly said before, folks have a chance to speak, no one's monopolizing the conversation, and that you're ending on time so that other folks get their unconference sessions heard. We'll be coming around, a few of us volunteers, to hand out these instructions in those rooms and be popping our heads in now and then to make sure that you're all okay and everything's going all right. I think that's it. Oh yes, and then the social, hand it over to Josh.
Howdy. So the social tonight is going to be at Revel Motor Row. The details are actually on the KubeCon website. It's a few blocks away. It does start at 6 p.m., and we're not going to let you in until 6 p.m. And we finished today at 5, right? 5:30. We finished at 5:30 today. So, you can just casually wander over there. We have several things going on. We're going to have live music with a local Chicago artist. What was the name of the?
Paul Sotnick.
But before the live music, we are going to do some Kubernetes-themed poetry. We have a little poetry slam going, starting at 6:30. Lockie is going to MC it, and so show up for that. And actually, one of the people didn't make it. So if somebody wants to get on ChatGPT and generate some Kubernetes-themed poetry to perform at 6:30, let me know or just show up.
Thank you, Josh. All right, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Laura to come up as well and talk about MKCC.
Hi. How many people here know about SIG Meet and Greet? Raise your hand. How many people here knew that we renamed it? Yes, some people did. I did it right. Okay, we are now calling it Meet the Kubernetes Contributor Community. It is happening on Thursday from 12 to 3 somewhere. Look it up on Sched. I actually honestly haven't found the room yet. If you find it, please send me a message so I know where it is. Also, the idea behind it is that we want people to come interact with other SIGs. You can bring your lunch and hang out with a whole bunch of other people. And we're trying to get new contributors in. So if you meet anyone who is interested in joining the organization and wants to work on the project, send them to MKCC or Meet the Kubernetes Contributor Community. And by the way, there's something really exciting. I made limited edition swag. Ooh. There's a little sneak peek of said limited edition swag. You should come find out what exactly I made. All right. I'll see you there.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Kaylin. Thank you, everybody who's been on staff. Thank you all for being here. The next thing... Yes. Yes, the notes. It's on the unconference side. Okay, so we have notes that we want to keep track of everything that happened today, and we want to make sure that the folks who couldn't be here benefit from the conversations that happen in all of these rooms and these breakout sessions. So there is a link on the unconference sheet for you to go to and share your notes. It is kates.dev/summit/notes. Thank you for the reminder, Bob. Yeah, Bob is so helpful for all of these things in planning and keeping us in line and helping us remember all the things that we forgot, because I assure you, I forget a lot. The next thing that we have up is going to be the steering AMA. And while we get set up for that, just wanted to say again, thank you for being here. I want to implore you to treat each other with kindness as we're sharing time and space and knowledge together throughout today's events. And also, please keep looking out for each other. Thank you so much.